they play blitzes, right? So no one's gonna die of boredom, and especially not Magnus. Let me refresh the TikTok live monitor. We should be multi-broadcasting. So here we are, Speed Chess Championship now. Magnus already won the first game he played against Jose Martinez. If I'm getting that message on the screen, that means I'm multi-broadcasting, including Facebook for the time being. So yeah, we should have 5 destinations. So you could watch this live stream also on Twitch if it's easier for you, or YouTube, or Facebook, or TikTok, and there's another one. I always forget the 5th one. My second cup of tea this evening, and I hope that's also the last one. What's going on here? B5, the last move Jose Martinez played. Queen under threat with tempo. So you can't say with black just taking here, it's not going to work. It's not working because you're going to take with tempo. So you kind of like lose. So Magnus is not going to play that. Also, Magnus having, oh, sugar, 2 minutes 30 sec. Mounting and mounting a lot of pressure here on the G2. And what do? Took with tempo, by the way. This is a check. I'm not sure you should take exactly right. So you shouldn't take this guy, which of course Magnus didn't, because you just expose yourself to some rooks coming over the B file and things. So you don't want to. Therefore, move the king. Hello, Grand Mine. I think you're one of the guys that actually changed the username again. Okay, that's fine. So Magnus leads now to 0. So let's see if they start straight away. Yes, they do. 5 minutes. There you go. Magnus having the whites. You guys seeing this? Yes. Yes, you do. Okay. Fast. English opening. Neo-Catalan of the Fianchetto. So we got a G3, Bishop G2 already. 2-0. Okay, let's see. Alireza won today versus the Vietnamese Grandmaster. Well, you can type in your best shots here, guys. Nice E3 springs to mind. It could be, what, E4? Yeah, but you're kind of weakening the D3, right? I mean, yeah, I think you kind of can. But also you're blocking your guy, so maybe not. Maybe nice E3. But I'm sure Magnus knows how to do this very well. Nice E3 because it seems normal to me to develop pieces and you challenge the Black Knight on D5, but, you know. And then you could expect black to play bishop b7, perhaps. No, we'll see. We'll see. He's spending a little bit of time now. Looks like 4 minutes and 3 seconds. And Jose Martinez with 4 minutes 50. What did he do? What's going on here? CD, knight D. Yeah, knight takes d5, the last move played by Martinez. And Magnus didn't move nothing. I hope he's still at the... yeah, there you go, nice e3, which I had played like 1 minute ago. So why did it take Magnus 50 seconds to decide to play nice e3? And there you go, I predicted this bishop b7 as well. So nice e3 followed by bishop b7, I did say it. I did say that for white, and I did say it for black too. Knight takes d5, I guess you take with what? With the bishop, right? Yeah, you take with the bishop. If this guy plays, I don't know where, when and how, you're going to trade off straight away. D4 now, claiming more stuff in the center. He didn't develop yet the bishop on C1. Where does that go? Does it go F and then getting some rook C1 and try to exert a bit of pressure on the C7? Maybe. Have you got a better plan? I guess it works. Well, at this level, Grand Minor, at this level of chess, the highest level of chess, you've got the strongest player on the planet versus a very ambitious and very determined Mexican super grandmaster, right? Yes. So there you go, bishop f4. I did say about that one. Even if you play the best chess player on the planet, I mean, you still have to develop your pieces. This is this is the prerequisite. Whatever you try to do, a3 serves multi-purpose idea. It doesn't allow knight, doesn't allow the bishop, and potentially b4, but it's not going to work now. Rook is actually pinning the bishop, sort of. I mean, it's good to have pressure. And I did say bishop f4 and rook ac1. It's normal stuff. It's like positional. And rook c8 also, that was expected. I'm not sure. Do you do something with the e-pawn or not? Do you like what? Queen a4 first. Nice. Moving the queen away. I'm very, very sure he's going to play rook after d1 where the black queen is and stuff. I'm very sure going to happen this. Rook fd and things. Certainly. I think the white queen stays quite nicely where it currently is. Seriously, I think it stays very well. Where's the black queen gonna go? Queen e7, my 2 cents would be. Queen e7, right? I mean, you gotta move the queen away. Especially if Magnus gonna stick that rook to the d file. I think you better move the queen whilst you can. You have to. You don't do that, do it at your own peril, but I think queen e7. Have you got a better spot? Because you have to connect the two black rooks as well. So I don't see anything else better than this. Black tea, no sugar, no milk, no nothing. Nice one. Knight e7. Knight e7. I mean, like what? Knight g6 now? Yeah, but still this guy. Rook fd. Good luck with this. And then, didn't I say it? Rook fd1. I mean, it's... Look, I'm just... Magnus does exactly what I would have played. Hey, he proposed the queen exchange on e8, mind you. There was too much. It was a bit too much for black. So let's get the queens off. And Magnus just took it. Boom. Rook fe. Now, I think this move, knight e5, do you know what that does? You know what it does? Knight e5, want to say if you play your guy, I'm going to take it straight away. And also, he challenges a little bit this guy. So you actually got to be careful because white is winning a pawn on d5. You know, guys, if this thing happens, I think it's a bit of a blunder. Knight takes. You have to take back, probably with h. And then the d5 is actually takeable immediately and winning a pawn. Yeah, that's why I think it's very good to just using our brains. Lately, I played, unfortunately, way too many bullet games. So I think that might be a cause for my every now and then confirmation about the moves. I've been playing a lot of bullet lately, which I don't recommend you guys doing. So don't play... What the heck is this? No, actually, when you play knight d6, rook takes, actually. So it ain't gonna work that well, I guess. Hey, Jose Martinez goes low on time, fellas. 1 minute 20 something. Magnusito like 3 minutes already. So I don't know. Martinez has to move a little bit faster. Come on, mate. Just move a bit faster. Oh, did I say hello to my TikTokers? Now I have to open up another tab here. Yeah, so I'm saying now hello to my TikTokers. They've forgotten about me because it's been like bishop g5 attacks the rook. Makes sense. And if you push f6, you are weakening e6, so to speak. But there is another thing. You're actually attacking the bishop on d4 because it's a discovered attack now. Oh boy, I don't know what to say anymore, but that doesn't work because there is a check here discovered. Look, this is getting actually complicated. It wouldn't have worked because knight to f4 or something, you take and then the rook would have taken your rook. So I'm not sure everything is that simple as it looks. Centralizing the king, we're getting into the end game. 4-2-6, 4-2-6. You may say the white pawn structure may be a bit better. You would say. All the two, I mean, it's two white pawn islands and they're all nice and connected. There is an isolated black pawn. So strictly applying the pawn structure interpretation, we would say that maybe the black pawn on h7 is the only weakness of black here. Is that enough for Magnus to win? Well, definitely he's going to pay attention to this. And the white king is closer to action. It's not over. Of course it's not over. But, okay, double attack on the c6 white knight. You have to move that guy. So Magnus went on d4 with that white knight. Takes and takes. Okay. Okay. That might be an idea at some point. Aha, someone just arrived. e3, supporting the knight just in any case. Nah, that doesn't work. e5 doesn't work due to knight f5 and things. King gets closer, so now e5 does work. If that's what white want to play, I don't know. King goes away a little bit. Huh? I think Magnus gonna trade. Yeah, he gonna trade. And now he gonna shuffle the freaking knight everywhere. He gonna try to find a way to nick any pawn anywhere. I mean, you just need to grab a pawn somehow. Push this guy and just start jumping around and see what happens. Easier said than done, no? Well, that's a weakness for black, so I guess that h7 has to be targeted somehow. Well, we'll see. Magnus has more time yet again. Yes, Grand Miner, that is correct. Magnus enjoys more time again. You know, the very ambitious Super Grandmaster from Mexico, Jose Martinez, he's a very ambitious guy and he's incredibly fast. But unfortunately for him, he's facing the one and only Magnusito Carlito. So they're going to be tough. They're going to be very tough now. Tough business. What on earth is Magnus doing? Did he order a black tea as well? King d3. Did he went to the bar to order a black tea? Or an Irish coffee or something? King c4. Centralizing the king. The black knight has to stay there because if you move the black knight away, king gets access to b5 and b6, and you're a little bit like, kind of like, just a little bit screwed. But the black knight's not going to go away. Not going to go away, but he's going to play knight b5. Ta-da! Then you take the knight take. And then, didn't I say knight b5? That was the plan for white. And of course, Jose Martinez doesn't have to accept that. You could go 2 steps, I guess. There you go. There you go. You could do a check if you want. There you go. More black tea, please. give me 5 teas. I just talked to myself. But I promised I won't be drinking no more tea this evening. That's it. Hey, this guy is hanging. Oh my God, it's cooked. That's it. Sorry, Jose Martinez. I think he just lost another. Again, I've played a couple of moves, and I'm happy to see Magnus had confirmed. So I gotta be from my last bullet days. Again, I do not recommend you guys play bullet. Bullet is no good. Unless you're gonna start playing like Magnus in the end games. But then again, better do rapids or chess puzzles or look for more quality moves than just moving crazy fast. Plus, it's just maddening. You're gonna lose your mind. It's a big danger. You're gonna lose your mind if you just keep doing bullet and you don't stop. You're gonna go crazy. You know. So not too much bullet. Just you gotta be in control. That's what they say. That's what they say. You gotta stay in control. I mean, you try and stay in control if you can. That is. They start another one. The heck am I doing? Jesus Christ, Martinez now with white. What the heck is he playing? Spanish. Well, that's very good. They play at the top level, of course. Ruy Lopez every single day. Well, that's just the beginning of another end. The beginning of another end. And Martinez grabs all the space. Trades on d7. No more light square black bishop. Bishop takes, and now you're going to take with a knight, I'd say, yes. So, yeah, knight c3, bishop goes, I don't know where you go. Oh, maybe bishop e3 because the knight can't frustrate you due to the h3. So this one might be an idea, I guess. But probably Magnus going to push c5, so, you know. 3-0. 3 games, 3 blitzes, and all 3 won by Magnus. Oh, yeah, yeah, bishop e3, exactly. That's what I thought I would entertain. Bishop e3 as well. As long as you play the h3, so there is no knight g4, bishop e3 is a cool idea. Plus, you could do queen d2, and you take it from there. Maybe bang, boom. Yeah, but then, yeah, if you play this, there is this. So I'm not sure it's that easy to committing for that. So anyway, queen d2, just in any case, keep an eye on the a5 pawn. Make yourself a nice, cool battery with the bishop. Connect the 2 rooks. I think these ideas make sense. In the light of the fact, I think Magnusito gonna take on d5. Magnusito Carlito, he gonna take on d5 and things. So, okay. Bishop to d8. Maybe protecting this guy, specifically after knight b3. The bishop protects. Okay. There's well, knight b3 anyway. So I'm happy to have set queen d2. If not queen d2, what the heck you gonna do with that queen anyway? You gotta do queen d2 because also it might be a5 together with the knight on b3, and it might be some crazy move at some point, but no, Martinez goes differently. What? I didn't even think Magnus going to play c5 at this moment. I don't think he's going to play c5 because he weakens b5. So, every pawn's advancement comes with a little weakness. So you push to c5, you are damning your own bishop to not being able to be more than a pawn. You're going to be a big pawn, just a very big pawn. The bishop, the dark square black bishop, he ain't going to do nothing if you play c5. On the contrary, you're going to be inviting the white knight to b5, and good luck with that. Anyway, Martinez doesn't wait too long. He pushes c5 now. Dios mío, man. Now Magnus takes. Dios mío, we're going to see d6, no? No d6? And if no, why not? I'd like to inquire about the Spanish Inquisition. If not d6, then why no? No d6? Why not d6? Knight c5. Gotta be a subtlety that I didn't quite understood. Probably that's why I'm not a super grandmaster. So bishop b6 seems to be kind of normal. But then again, it's complicated, very complicated. Oy, 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 oy. Now this guy is sort of like a little bit hanging. Let's take the, we kind of take, right? Rook takes, rook takes. Or do you take with a queen? No, he took with the rook. You've got to take with a pawn, exactly, because you need to stop the white knight. So this is a very nice subtlety. You don't take with the rook, because if you took with the rook, then knight b5. So for this reason, black took with b takes c6. It looks weird to decide having isolated an isolated pawn, but it's paramount that that pawn stops the knight. Now, queen c4 seems to be the most normal thing ever. Well, there is no such thing as normal, but just saying. As you know very well, guys, the normal thing is a crazy word to try to define it. So queen c4 seems to be normal in terms of activating of the white queen. Keep an eye on the c6. Keep an eye on the f7. You never know. Maybe Magnus plays a blunder, moves the knight somewhere, and then you can just play rook d7, and then you've threatened together with d. But no. Rook d6, which is activating the white rook a bit more, and I think we're going to see queen c4. Oh, Lord, queen takes b2. That is a thing. You can't play queen c4 now because you're going to drop b2. I'm not sure what's this. I'm not sure what you're playing. f3, yeah, but then you have like a billion checks coming on the dark square diagonal. Dude, I don't do puzzle now. I'll keep my eyes on Martinez and Carlito here. I have to watch these guys playing. I think it's a bit more exciting than it's a bit more exciting. I don't know, man. I'm not using the evaluation during the live games when these guys are playing, just using my mind. That's it. I pretend I'm playing bullet, which again I absolutely do not recommend. Rook d2. That frees the queen for queen c4 and things. Okay. I think probably white doing a little bit better, but I'm not fully convinced. Queen b4 does not allow. It doesn't allow any queen c4, and queen b4 twice hits the e4, and now rook double attack here. Well, is white getting a bit of a zugzwang? That is correct, Grand Mason, Grand Mine. Sorry, I just talk nonsense as per usual. So that is correct. When you're just a dispassionate observer, you are very much prone to seeing the best moves because you literally do not care. As Nakamura said it, you literally could not care unless you bet with money or something, or I don't know. Then you would care emotionally. Other than that, if you're like a passer, just watching things, you literally do not care. Queen f3. Queen to c5. Queen to... This is very difficult to play this. King to f. Okay. Does he want to play this kind of stuff? Yeah, he does. Freaking hell. He want to play the rook over to d file, I tell you. He wants to trade off. Right? Or does he want to do something else? I mean, if you play rook d8, you kind of no longer attacking b2. I don't know what to say just yet. It's funny. It's funny. The black queen is incredibly well positioned. Very well positioned, the black queen. Defends all three pawns and attacks a great deal. And the knight attacks constantly. Rook, triple attack. No, double attack. Double attack, but the triple attack is coming. With something like queen c4, I reckon. I mean, I'm not sure, I'm just saying. It could be. Ooh, queen b6, queen b6. I don't know. Maybe. Or queen d4. Queen d4? I mean, I said as a candidate move. Again, I've got another move that Magnus did decide to play. I'm worried about Martinez time management. I mean, the young Super Grandmaster, I mean, he's like a senior. So Jose Martinez plays like a pensioner, like a retired person, soon to be myself. I mean, he plays like a senior. Jose Martinez, although I think he's like, what, 18, 19. How old is he? He plays like a senior. Magnus plays like a freaking 16-year-old. What the heck is going on? It's too fast. He's too fast, no? He won, no wonder he won the last year, 2024 and 2023 Speed Chess Championship. And the other guy that won it was, of course, Hikaru Nakamura. And Magnus wants to prove he can kick their backs again and again and again. I think he enjoys it. Triple attack on e4. I can see triple power on e4. I think Magnus can actually grab this guy with the knight. No, with the rook. Well, good luck with this, pal. I think game over, no? My god, the knight is pinned. You can't play the knight, man. Takes, and goodbye, queen. Magnus, I'm sure he saw this. You can't take it. You can't take it because if you take, we've got this. Gee, this is dirty stuff, man. What? Oh, Lord. Is this the first game Magnus gonna drop now? Ay. I'm not sure. It's still happening. It's still happening. They play too fast for my interpretation. They play too fast. This Magnus guy is just too fast, you know. Now they do bullet. Yo, 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 yo. Jesus Christ. That is something. I think, look, I'm a little bit happy and thrilled. I'm happy that Martinez managed to pull a victory here. They're going to make Magnus a bit more determined. Let's go now. Whoa, wait a sec. These guys don't play this evening. What the heck's going on here? Where is the fifth game? 3-1. What's the format? No, man, it's bullet, man. It's bullet. I think that stuff with the knight got him a little bit upset. Let me get back in time a bit. Oh no, those messages. I can't do nothing. Okay. So where were we? Guys, this is the beginning of the end. Well, it's always beginning of the end. It's just getting so uninteresting when I say that. The beginning of the end. Oh, I think like a billion people said it in all sorts of bad films and everything. It's so uninteresting. Queen c4, rook e3. Where's the stuff? Aha. And now, the moment of the final revelation. That's also, it's a cliche. The moment of red. That's also a cliche. Only cliches. I can't come up with anything original. Nothing. No one can come up with anything original because all the good ideas already been said like probably thousands of years ago. We're just reiterating the same, peddling the same obvious truths. So, what do you take with here? Do you take with the rook or do you take with the knight? This is a very legit question, Mr. Grand Mason. Grand Miner. Do you take with the knight e4 or do you take with the rook? Because I think there is something fishy here. There is something very fishy that Vishy Anand would definitely have a thought or two about it. So let me say hello to my TikTokers again. Good to see you, folks. Okay, so Vishy would have a thought or two. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, that. I think that's what I said, and I put the arrow as proof. It looks to me rather than rook, you got to take with the knight, not with the rook, because if you take with the rook, you expose yourself to that. Yeah, you expose yourself to this kind of things here, pushing the queen away, aligning the queen. Yeah, I mean there is all sorts of things happening, so I don't like it. What happens if you take with the knight? Let's ask the almighty Stockfish. The almighty couldn't give two sugars on this. The almighty says you play a4, you play king f8, you play king e8. Yeah, well, I'm not Stockfish, you see. I'm just human. Oh man, I wonder if knight e4 is that much of a catastrophe. Just watching the screen at the same time with you guys and the... Hey, where's the board? I wonder. So the engine doesn't say about knight e4. Let me just play it. And let's see the punishment. It is a little bit of a punishment and everything starts with b3, but I don't think it is worse than what Magnus played. I would have played knight takes c4, I'm telling you. And the kind of refutation is b3 again. You've got to drop the queen. You have to move only queen b4. And you're still freaking winning. Big time winning here. But you ain't going to go on c. You have to go b4 because, again... Man, this is complicated. Rook takes c4. And when you take here, rook takes c, so rook takes c4, and if you take this one here, queen to g5, Jesus Christ almighty, it's actually a check first, and then you take. But after this, so you play queen to g5, but doesn't mean that, like, what if they play f6? Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Queen f6, king takes, and then this and that. This is actually quite sickening. I think this is a bit too sickening for a bullet, you see? This is a bit too sick for a bullet. What the heck, man? You need to spend time with this stuff, you see? This was a bit a bit too much, I think, for a bullet, you see. In order to play now queen b4 rather than queen c5, this is a bit too much for a bullet. This is absolutely superb, Gramina, and very, very not human to grab all these ideas. This is very difficult, man. Very difficult looks to me. The question is, are they going to play more or not? October the 13th, Carlito versus Martinez. Well, where is it? Did Magnus go to the bar to order an Irish coffee or something? Just for relaxation purposes, or what is it doing? Where is the games? Where is the fifth game? Well, I don't know. Where is it? Yes, that was absolutely great ending and very difficult to play that one accurately. Yeah, I think he went down. He went down. It didn't look okay. After Rook took, it didn't look okay. Nothing looks okay after this. Oh, Lord. Bang, boom, queen. This, that. Yeah. So apparently you need to just do A4. Oh, when the engine, Grand Minor, when the engine said go King E, you know, that thing that you as a human wouldn't actually understand it in that very second is because you go away from the nonsense with the knight and things. Do you know what I mean? Sort of. You no longer expose yourself to the forks by the white knight. So that is why the engine suggested some king e8 at some point. If you remember one of those lines that the engine proposed. I didn't understand why the heck would he say that, but and now it kind of makes sense in hindsight. But this is so crazy difficult to see in a bullet game. So yeah, even knight takes c4 is not the end of the world, but this one doesn't look okay anymore. b3. Yeah, I mean, he got in the worst possible spot with the queen, aligning the queen with the rook and with the freaking f6. So these are all three weaknesses, Grand Minor. And Martinez really freaking delivered now. Those three reddened squares actually are a big problem. Because rook f3 wants to make all those squares a complete liability. After rook takes f6, you are as good as dead. So that's a problem now. This is a problem now. Removing the defender of the black rook, and with tempo and with check, and this is just a very nasty fork. So Magnus here kind of like panicked. He had like 44 seconds or something. So he played rook d4. And this guy just took. Again, you can't take. This is an absolute pain. This is an absolute pain, man. This is an absolute pain. That black knight's going to be taken. I mean, you move the king away. What do you play? Can black play anything here? There's nothing, man. Rook b4, king e8, again king e8, but this is just too painful to play anymore. It's not fun anymore. I don't think for Magnus it's any fun to play this. This position. It's no longer funny. It's not funny anymore. I don't think he was very happy. And everything stemmed from that stuff with the e4 grabbing. Yeah, that's it. Game over now. It's game over. My lord, what a... And now he just check, and yeah, well, that's it. You play this, and then we've got checkmate. He can't move anywhere, so fantastic. Amazing play by Martinez. What was that? The fourth game? I think he managed to prove to himself and to his fans and viewers and friends and that he actually do it. He can do it. He can do it. 3-1 though. I mean, it's not like 3-3. I mean, hey, they started. Gee, man, let's see this. Let's see this. Okay. Apologies, I was analyzing that one. Now Magnus is white. What the heck is this knight doing there? Knight e. Ah, he wanna come here with the knight. Oh, I see. I understand. And also sort of like defends the bishop, so to speak. Okay, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Well, rook fe1. This is never a bad move. Rook fe1. Yeah. So now we start taking pieces. Now we start to trade. Taking with the pawn. Queen was attacked. The knight on a5. I don't like it. I think Magnus is going to spend a little bit of time to try to attack that weakness. It's a weakness. There is also knight to e5 springs to mind. So knight e5, queen d2, stuff like this. Unless you want to play rook lift, but if you play rook lift, like what kind of rook lift is that? What, rook e2? No, I don't know. No. I mean, maybe. I don't know. For sure. I'm looking at queen d2. I'm looking at knight e5. And we'll see. It could be knight h4, then knight f5. Sorry, what the hell happened? Queen takes. Okay, so do we draw now? Knight h4. And knight h4 because knight f5, right? But Martinez is going to play rook f to d. So how exactly do you defend against that? Ah! There's some check here. And this guy moves, I don't know where. Yeah, that might be. It's complicated. It's, you see, Grand Minor, there is a pawn majority on the queen side, 2v1. There is 2 black pawns versus 1. So that might be something. All of a sudden now, the knight on a5 only needs a tempo in order to get himself on c4. Good luck with that black knight. I don't know what you're going to play against. Hey, this is a weird move, rook f6. Sorry, this is a bit of a weird move. Can't we just push the white pawn? Oh, what's going on here? This is a weird move, man. This is very weird. Queen c4 when I suggested, I absolutely did not saw a damn thing after move number 3 or 4. It was completely based on so-called intuition or whatever you may want to call it, Grand Minor. I absolutely cannot do 26 moves. Neither rapid or classical, or forget about it. Unless the position is very simple, so all 26 moves just go simply. I don't do 26 moves, man. Sorry. I'm not Stockfish. I'm sorry. But if I actually got the first move, I'm actually quite happy. Exactly, knight c4, exactly as I said, knight to c4 is one of those moves that black was supposed to play sooner or later. And actually, it's quite a cool move. He might play b6 and attacking twice, the d7 pass pawn. It could be some then rook coming. And then, well, we'll see. Then maybe this and maybe that. You still want to have that white knight on f5, though. So you really want to have that knight on f5. It is very important. Very important. No. Jesus, it's a checkmate if you touch this guy. Did you see that, Grand Minor? Yeah. It's a checkmate if you touch the pawn. Then we're going to have checkmate rook e8 and goodbye. Whoa. That's quite impressive. Yes, that is correct, Grand Minor. After rooks disappeared, that 2 black pawns versus 1 looks frightening. It's a problem. You're correct. I've actually noticed the black pawn majority some time ago, and I don't like it. So I don't think Magnus is keen on, but what the heck is this? Rook e6, then knight g6. It's a check. You can't take it. because you're going to drop the rook and actually lost the game. It is knight e7. Or take the rook and win a pawn? Yeah, he take the rook and win a pawn. Yeah, but then we got this. No? I don't know. Maybe just take the pawn. Whilst you can. Whose turn is it? Magnus' turn. Sorry, I thought it's black's. Sorry, of course you take. Now rook takes, of course. What else? It's here. I don't know. The white rook attacks finally a6. So I guess black has to do something about it. Probably you push it, right? Probably you just push it. Just saying, but what the heck did he do, man? Well, he took ace. Okay. Something was weird. Something was weird in this endgame. I'm not sure Martinez played the best of the best moves. I think you know quite the right amount, and I'm sure you're going to get stronger as you keep analyzing the games and, doing rapids and verifying the ideas and discussing them on things. You're going to get stronger, of course. But I don't think Martinez played the best moves. I didn't like at all that rook e6. At all, I didn't like that stuff he played. That rook e6, I don't think was black's best move there. Now it's double attack on g7. There is no more pawn majority on the queen side, and I don't know what to say anymore. Hello, TikTokers. Sorry, fellas, I don't see the messages very quickly on TikTok because I'm having the chat on the other platforms. Hello, great 511. Rating is on the. It's not on the platform. Oh, okay. I mean, what rating? The FIDE rating or the chess.com or chess rating? What rating? If you want a quick FIDE, OTB is 1822 Blitz. So sorry for disappointment. Rook c7. I think this one, it smells like white's winning it. It smells like white's winning it. Nah, that doesn't work. Yeah, no, white is winning this now. I'm sorry. Of course white is winning. He fizzled out the attack, Jose Martinez. I'm going to go back to that particular moment with rook e6. So, yeah, black is done. It's just too much here. It's done. Let me go a bit just at that particular point. I didn't like rook e6. This one, rook e6, I don't like it. I don't like this. This move, I don't like it very much. I don't know, something else. I don't know what. Maybe knight b6. But I don't like this. Knight d6, rook e6, but it's bad. Knight e3. Is knight b6 a catastrophe? Yeah, it is because of this freaking. It's incredibly important to stop the rook e8 because you're dead. Takes, yeah, that's it. So rook e6, he actually got a little bit panicked. Rook e6, yeah. Knight d6 still playable, but it don't look very good. You still don't like it. Knight d6, rook e7. Gee, man. Okay. Doesn't look okay for black. Anyway. Tough. And there you go. They just started another one. Whoa. No software. Just us humans enjoying ourselves in our imperfection. What did Carlito play? Bishop e7. Is Martinez going to push the h now? Well, you can't push it now because there is a black knight on f6. So, well, a3, a little bit modest. So there is no knight b4 coming. I guess a3. a5 by Magnus to stop b4, sort of. So, but rook a b1, back to business with b4. I'm not sure you want to play it, though. They're going to be en passant. And then you're going to take with that. And then you're going to attack b7, maybe. I'm not sure. Hey, b4, exactly. It's exactly as I said. And now b7 under threat. How do you keep that guy alive? Well, maybe you can play rook, but then you have to be careful with knight b5 and stuff. So I don't know what to say exactly. Yeah, he did play it, Carlito. He did play it, but knight b5, no? Yeah, knight b5, and then what? You go back a8? It just doesn't feel okay for black doing this kind of stuff. a4. Why the hell did he do a4? Why did he do a4? Can someone enlighten? Why did he? Why the hell did he do a4? Does he want to play bishop a3 or something? Amongst others. But was it like what necessary? What about knight b5? Bishop a3. Okay, he develops now. Well, okay, if you want to develop, I guess you have to develop, and also getting maybe double power, something like that. You have to play something with the rook on f. So I reckon some rook fb or things. What the heck is this? Knight e4. So knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, but then this guy is hanging. That's what Magnus calculated, probably super fast. But that is Magnus. So do you take or not? It's very, very tempting to take. Very tempting. And then rook fb1. So knight takes, pawn takes. Yeah, he took. He absolutely did take. Pawn take, queen take, and rook takes. Rook fb1. I did say that, and I said I would take on e4. I did say I would take on e4. That's exactly what Martinez played. Hey, rook fb1. That's exactly the sequence I thought about. It could be probably because of the very many bullet game I played lately, which I do not recommend you guys to play bullet. Do not play bullet very often. Knight e5 springs to mind. If you don't play knight e5, what the heck are you even playing? You have to play knight e5, you attack the queen with tempo, and then you go rook b5 or something. Oh, I don't know, rook b4 maybe. That's another game, another universe. No, Lord. Rook b7. Very, very bad boy, because I think this is a real Super Grandmaster move, because, you know something? Forget about the extra rook. You're actually going to push this passer. This is actually killing. Oh, man. G3. This young Super Grandmaster really kills it now. I don't know which one goes first, but it's really something. I'm not sure I would have played that one, but I'm not a Super Grandmaster from Mexico. I'm not a Super Grandmaster from anywhere, so I can't even say that. But I think he's overconfident about that pass pawn on c5. I don't know what to say. Let me go back a little. This is sick, man. Look, I'm just a normal human. I would have played 95. Grandminer, do a bookmark for this particular moment. I would have played 95, hit the queen, then just move the rook somewhere safe. But hey, that's just me. Maybe he's right after all. I don't know. H6 by Magnus. My move was better. Yes! Again. Yes, again. It's good to be a dispassionate player. Like, it's good to say like Nakamura, I literally don't care, because you don't. Since you're not emotionally invested, you couldn't care less. I'm happy you confirmed that move was better, because that's how I would have played it. 95 all day, exactly at that particular point in time. Exactly. Well, yeah, you could use it at the very end, though. I mean, after they finish and stuff and all, you could use it at the end. Because it's important also for you to make an effort to see as many things as you can, and then you go back and check things and that. Yeah, I was thinking about bishop f4 anyway, because that, you know, supports the c7 guy. Look, this is very courageous from Martinez, and I like it. This guy's a little bit pinned. You can't move it because rook takes the queen, so I don't know. Magnus now has to be very careful about this move. How do you stop it? What do you play? Do you drop the rook? No. He actually plays exactly behind the pawn. But you can still push it, right? I mean, if he does this, you're going to take. Of course, you push it. Look, man, I don't know how black is supposed to play here. I don't want to be Magnus now. Not in this position. I don't want to have. I don't want to have the black pieces. I don't want to have the black pieces for quite some time in this game. I don't know. I think he needs an Irish coffee or something for relaxation purposes. Well, sugar, the queen is on praise. The black queen is in trouble. And after you move the black queen, I don't even know what to tell you to play with black. Okay. I guess I could play rook b. Was it this good? What the heck is going on, man? Wasn't rook b... Oh, you dropped the freaking queen. Ay, ay, ay. Dios mío, man. If you play this one, the queen takes your queen. Sugar. Ay, ay, ay. So queen b1 is actually the stuff. Now you can play rook b8. I think Magnus is going to kind of like resign a little bit. Rook b8. Of course, rook b8. Are you crazy? Rook b8, no? What do you play? Is it... I mean, what else? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There is something also with this. There's something to do with knight. And if rook takes, you're winning after this. So knight e5 to see if actually black moves the rook over to the d file. So knight e5 first. And then you take it from there. I think we could say that one. When you don't know what to say you take it from there. Because you don't know sugar, you don't know nothing, so you could say that. So knight e5 attacks the black rook, see what they do, and then rook b8. I would play knight e5 now. Hey, yes! Martinez, bad boy. Oh, Hans Niemann is the bad boy. I don't know who's the bad boy. Who's the baddest boy? Maybe Carlito is the baddest boy. I don't know. Baddest boy now is a beneficial term, no? It's a positive one, no? Who's the baddest? Okay. So bishop d6 attacks this guy. Tries to defend a little bit. There's something very fishy here. Yes. Yes, I like it. I absolutely do like it. I kind of think Magnus is going to lose this one, Grand Minor. I'm telling you. I think Magnus is going to drop this game. Yeah. I think knight takes rook. Yeah, now I don't even know what you're going to play. What the heck is going on here? Oh my god, look at this one. This is disgusting, man. This is disgusting. Checkmate is coming in a move. Checkmate is coming in a move. This boy is really bad. He's really bad. Martinez, you're very, 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 very bad. He's a very bad boy. Whoa. Gee. Jesus. Wow. Look, that was fire. Ay, ay, ay. Gee, man, it's queen h7. He didn't even bother. I was thinking, because I'm panicking very quickly, I was thinking about, should I save the knight? Should I take the bishop? Should I move the knight? You know, because I'm panicking and stuff. But no. This bad boy actually played queen h7 check, king takes, and then, oh my god, you can't even stop this from happening. This is painful for Carlito. Very painful, I tell you. Very painful. He's pissed off. Go take that Irish coffee, man. Go relax. And that's how bullet gets you crazy. You're gonna lose your mind with the bullet, I tell you. Play bullet, you'll lose your mind, man. Castle short. Well, how many tempi does black need to castle the king? Like 1 billion tempi? Rook ac8. Okay. Okay, I guess. Bishop f4, bishop g5. I don't know which one you want to play. Nothing. He pushed d5. Grabs a lot of space. I don't think that's a bad idea. He grabbed a lot of space. g6 to play bishop g7 and such. You have to, I guess. b4, a5. Magnus shuts off everything. I think he also made a bit of space for the bishop to play on a4. Okay. I think step by step, white builds up something more beneficial for white. Knight to c4. He goes on the bridges now and this and that. Knight to c4. Very nice outpost. Knight g4. Oh, he actually makes a little bit of pressure with the bishop and all. The bishop and the pawn. Okay. Things moved very fast in a very, very, very quick succession. Now you can play this guy maybe here. Play this guy maybe here and get the rooks. Yeah, there you go. Bishop a4. That's what I thought immediately. I'm not sure you have to react to this. He hits the bishop, the knight first. So knight has to go. Oh, no. Did he blunder the piece? Did he just blunder the piece? Grandmeister. Grandmeister, did he blunder the piece? Where's the black knight gonna go? Oh, he blundered the piece now. Oh, Dios mío. Oh, Martinez. Oh, no. Oh, sugar. 95 is gone. Disaster. That stuff. What? Well, I'll take your knight, no? He said that I'm going to take it when I want, not when you want. You see, that takes a little bit of elegant meanness. I ain't going to take your knight when you want. I'm going to take your knight when I want. This is meanness. Nice meanness. Not bad meanness. There is bad and nice meanness. This is an elegant meanness. Yeah. Ho ho ho. It's oh man. That was painful for Martinez. Okay, gradually he getting hammered. But anyway, he delivered. He delivered two spectacular. He delivered two spectacular games. I mean, come on. Come on. Oh, Martinez, bad boy. Knight c3 defense. What they play? Sicilian. Oh, now you takes and go either. Yes, I know this kind of sick Sicilian because I'm playing it. But g4, I didn't expect that. I think Martinez did a little bit of diggings. Look, this is too sharp for a bullet. Well, blitz, but it's gonna be a bullet again. This is very sharp, that g4 move. Very freaking sharp. In all the bullets I played, I can't remember when someone with white played g4 against me. g4 as move number 9. But then again, my bullet rating is... I don't want to say my bullet rating because it's not that great. It's like 2100 on Lead Chess and 1900, 1800 something on chess.com. So my bullet rating is not that great. So, and you shouldn't play bullet anyway, guys. So you know that already. You shouldn't play bullet very often. I mean, maybe you shouldn't play at all, but... Anyway, knight f6 by Magnus. If Magnus doesn't know this Sicilian, I don't know who knows it. Knight f6, double attack on the g4. You're going to play h3. You're going to play rook hg. You tell me. Like, you got to do one of these two, right? Or you're going to push g5. That's just too much, man. No, you ain't going to do g5. You're going to play h3 or rook g1. And about castling, I don't know. Maybe Martinez want to do castle long? I don't know what to say. Yeah, there is also this. Probably you're going to play knight c3. Yeah, h3. Of course, one of these two candidate moves. He played it. Is Magnus going to castle short? That's the question. I think I would castle short if I was black here. I don't know. You have to castle. I suppose. Or you're going to play queen a5 or something? Queen a5 or castle short? Or bishop d. I mean, how many candidate moves for black here, actually? No, Mary Phillips. You know how many times I've read that phrase on a screen? Like 1 billion times in the last month. Oh, yeah. This is a very decent, honest chess stream. If you do other stuff, if you wanna do other stuff, I don't think it's your stream of choice. Mary Phillips. Yeah, right. Castle long, exactly. Knight c3. Well, you didn't have too many options anyway. Bishop d7, developing. You know, it's just rook ac8. We are going to see sooner or later. And queen a5 also an idea. Rook c8. There you go. Didn't I say? Rook c8. That makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. Rook ac8. A lot of sense. Totally. You want to put the rook exactly where the king is. That is the c file. Totally. Rook c8. Boop, attacking along the c file. That's where the white king is. Which I think will be prompting white again to make another move onto b. But I don't know when. So if you're asking me when, I don't know when. Probably now. I'm just saying. Unless he wants to investigate some attacking ideas, which I don't know exactly what attacking ideas. Maybe this one, if you want to hit first, but then again. So king b1, g5, but, you know. And I finished the second tee. No more tea this evening. What did he play? Bishop d2. Like, you can't be serious, no? Bishop d2? Why? Why bishop d2? To stop queen a5 now? Come on. That's just something is not okay with that bishop d2. Grandmaster, what's this bishop d2, dude? What's this doing? Bishop d2? King b1, g5, no? Bishop d2? Like, why? Okay, I don't know why. Maybe Martinez knows. b5, of course. b5, and this thing's gonna happen. Yeah, king b1, finally. Like, finally, king b1. I did say king b1 some 10 minutes ago. That's it. Don't play bullet. Don't drink too much black tea, because you're gonna win all the games then. Queen c7, deadly battery, but it's not that deadly as long as the bishop on d3 stays there, and the knight stays there. But for how long? Very difficult to say. Look, there's something fishy. You gonna push g5 this lifetime or not? g5 or not g5? This is the question. You do g5, black's gonna play b4 maybe immediately after. Not 10 years after. You guys know that rock band, right? 10 years after. You know that. You're listening every day. So 10 years after, so you definitely know of it. So is he going to play g5 now or 10 years after? Well, I think you better play g5. Because if you don't attack, then Magnus going to attack. So you better do. But it's black's turn. Wait a minute. Oh, Lord. Queen c7, bishop c1. Look, Martinez played that freaking bishop so many times I got dizzy. It makes me sick now. King b1 and bishop again, you know. Martinez fidgeting with that bishop like all day. Bishop c1. Of course Magnus gonna push b4, no? I mean, he moved that bishop how many times? I've forgotten how many times he moved the bishop. 94. Yeah, but the pawn on d5 hanging, no? So Magnus takes it straight away. Look, there's something weird with White's choices lately, so good luck when that knight comes over to f4. Good luck. Yeah, knight f4. Good luck with getting that. Yeah, okay. Knight f4. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Still good for uh, black to get rid of the bishop on c1, which is a king's defender. So probably we're gonna see this. Of course, we're gonna see this. Takes, and if queen takes, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye, and goodbye forever. So knight f4, of course, knight f4. No? Knight f4, no? Let's put it simple. If knight f4 and white takes with the bishop, you're going to take back. But no. He plays bishop e6, which in principle I understand. I mean, like checkmate. He wants to checkmate Jose Martinez on a2. I mean, I understand that. Probably interesting. Queen is going to move on a5 very soon. Magnus didn't even bother castling. I hope my young students won't watch Magnus playing this game because they're gonna draw the conclusion. Well, if Magnus didn't castle, why would I castle, coach? Didn't you see Magnus? Queen a5, exactly as I said. Queen a5, exactly as I said. Bishop f5 to try to trade off this guy, but if you trade off now, the rook attacks you. Mary Phillips, dude, we're doing chess. Anything else, please do. Go away, brother. We're only doing chess here, right? Come on, man. Go to some other podcasts. There's more interesting people for you than me. I don't like white here. I don't like white now at all. No, I don't like white here. This is I can't even watch. This is too painful. Oh Lord, what the heck is going on here? Of course black's winning. Of course black's winning. You just resign here. What? H7? Magnus gonna. Of course. Look, there was something very fishy with Martinez's last moves. Man, man, oh man. Uh, man, that bishop e6 was something I didn't expect, but I understand why. I see the rationale behind bishop e6 because the arrows speak for themselves. If I am to quote another bad boy of recent chess, the arrows speak for themselves. King a1, queen a5, of course. Bishop e f5, but it's a bit too late. And finally, Magnus castles. Why? Because if you take on e6, f takes e6, and rook attacks the queen and whatnot. And everything. Yeah. And after rook takes you or something, then you can push this and checkmate. Or something. I don't know. But it doesn't look good anymore. Knight c3, threatening checkmate with queen a2. Wow. Magnus really delivered. Man, oh man. Spectacular. Yeah, absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. And boys and girls, ladies and gents, I think I'm going to call it a day for now. It's good I had 1 million views today. Tomorrow I'm going to have 2 million views. And that's very good. But anyway, those that are active on the chat, Grandmaster, thanks very much. Well, Mary Phillips is a robot, so I mean, what's the point to thank a robot? But I need to say thank you to my TikTokers, which are amazing, which are absolutely amazing. Willie and Jameson, cheers, fellas. Thanks for stopping by. So that was Martinez, Magnus Carlsen. We're gonna call it a day for now. Hopefully tomorrow, being Tuesday, our luckiest day, we're gonna do another quick stream. Thank you. Take care. Be good and be wise if you can. Mind the gap, they say.